Phil, on Pau Gasol, he's obviously been a top player for a while. Do you, during these playoffs, has he maybe raised his game a little bit more in terms of consistency or being more assertive, rebounding more with buying him out? How would you characterize it?
Well, he's had to take on a large role, and fit into it. And, in Phoenix at the, end of the fourth game, I was encouraging him to find a way to the ball, when he wasn't getting involved in the game. So, there's pressure on him to perform, and he knows that. And he's willingly accepts that. They're paying an awful lot of attention to him. And, he very rarely gets a lot of room or space out there to work with right now. And even on his rebounds, they're attacking him. The guards are hitting him low in the legs, and he's taking a lot of heat. But that's in a way an honor. It's a responsibility you have to the game when you play as well as he does.
Phil, you've had some success the last two postseasons in closing out teams on the road. Obviously Denver and Orlando last year, and Oklahoma City this year. How much emphasis do you place on it to beat them that first chance, and how much do you relish the chance to shut up a road crowd and beat them?
Well, we don't plan on going to Phoenix and losing 3 times on their home court. That's something that we're not making this trip over there just to fill a date. We're going over there to win a game. We're highly motivated for this game, but we understand that if it has to go 7, we're damn well ready to come back home and defend our court again. This is a series that has taken a lot of different faces during the course of these 5 games, and we don't expect Game 6 to be any different.
When Steve Nash says it's coming back for Game 7 last night, do you guys hear that? And is that a declaration?
Well, what else is he going to say? That we're going to go home and lose?
With the closeout games you guys have had in the past, what patterns emerge as far as what you guys have done well to ensure that
defense sharpens a little bit. I think game mindset is very important on the road. What is our mindset on the road? How do we pace the game, and how do we accomplish the tasks that we have to accomplish? Not fall into high numbers of threes, etc. Not spring loose a lot of turnovers that are going to end up in fast break or points at the other end. So there's a variety of ways. You can play a little looser, a little quicker, a little more freedom at home. On the road, you have to tighten it up.
With the way the game closed out last night and just the emotions after that, do you feel like that's something that can help ensure that type of mindset, or do you think that energy can kind of be a little bit deflating?
I can't speak for that at all.
Okay.
I have to think that Phoenix is going to take affront to the fact that they lost the game on what they consider probably a lucky shot, even though they made one to tie the game, and they had some chances at it. And that's their prerogative, and that's probably what I would do too if I was coaching their team, is to say we have to go out there and seize the day.
We have time for 2 more.
Do you allow yourself any time during the course of that game or in the moments afterward to just appreciate the entertainment factor and what a great playoff game that seemed to be?
Yes, in fact, I walked immediately off the court, so I didn't have to relish in that energy out there, because I don't want to get too involved in it. But I did go home and stay awake until 1 in the morning and just feel fine about it.
How important is establishing the inside game tomorrow night, given the stakes?
It's very difficult. The inside game is very difficult against a zone. They're front and back, and they're in front of our bigs. They are biting the outside shot, and we really have to be very specific on how we do that. But that doesn't mean we're not going to get the ball inside. It means we just have to work a little harder to do it.
How do you deal with the momentum that their bench has been able to create for them in the last couple of minutes?
As long as I could say one half we went out there and gave them 2 points off the bench, I feel great. They had a 2-point first half, second quarter. Dudley, Fry, etc. They got hot in the second half. They played the minutes. They played starters minutes. So I can't complain about that. I can't berate our bench because of it. I thought that we did a good job last night.
Mike, last one.
Phil, as the players on your team, besides Kobe, really come into their primes, do you think this team, if they were able to win a championship this year, would have a couple more in them, and do you think they have that kind of, dynasty potential, or is it too early?
I'm way too early to talk about that. We're still here fighting to try and get back and defend our title. We all know how difficult it is, and coming through just a regular season. So, we can't talk any farther above this, and going back and trying to get to game number 6 in Phoenix.